No rush whatsoever. Oh shit. No shot. Full Metal. The Full Metal Fighting mobile game.
Yeah.
Has a release date for Japan.
Ooh.
No US release date though. Oh shit, and that comes out like in like a day, a couple days, 2 days. Click forward to reliving the story when the game hits iOS and Android services in Japan on August 4th. I wonder if we're ever gonna get a US release for this.
Maybe.
You know anything about this?
I wouldn't see why not. No, I haven't heard about it, but I don't know why we wouldn't get a US. Is it like really legit? So it's literally just a what's it called?
It's a mobile game, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
Like it's nothing. It's like nothing really to write home about, you know. But it change windows. I'm meant to turn. Don't show my share screen, and then turn off non-video participants. There we go. I wish they would just like keep that like automatic. Like I hate that I had to do this every single time. But this is it right here. Like, people were upset though, like when this first got announced, because not upset, but people were excited when they first got announced because it looked like it was just gonna be like a legit fighting game, right? But it turns out that it ends up being a mobile game, unfortunately. You know how I mean, because yeah, you know the community. I feel like Full Metal is one of those genres that didn't really like. I didn't play any of the games like growing up. Like they had games that you could like, you know, on PS2 or whatever that you could play, but I never really like. I never played any of them. I heard that they were okay. They weren't like, you know, the worst thing in the world, but they weren't like the greatest thing in the world either. People were super excited when we saw when they showed this because it was full on rendered like animated cutscenes, and it was also like it was a fighting game. It was like a 2D fighting game or whatever, but it's gonna be only on mobile, and so people were kind of upset that it was a mobile thing. But it's following the Brotherhood storyline, so the actual like Full Metal.
Good one.
Yeah. I wish it would show something like actual gameplay. Like show some gameplay. Yeah, like this is it right here. Like full animated cutscenes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it's like a legit game, like a legit game.
Wow.
And so like I understood why people were upset. Like I'd be pissed off too. Or I was, you know, not pissed off, but like
this was like an actual game.
Yeah. And it's dope because it's like it combines like tactic stuff with like actual. It's like when you actually go up to like fight each other, you guys actually fight, right? You're like up close to each other. You do like one-on-one fights or whatever. But from like far away, you do like you know, the strategy game type shit.
Probably
no,
it looks cool. System. It looked good. It looked good.
Yeah, it looks really good. Of course, it's got ultimate. It looks like
maybe it's Smash. Maybe it's Smash.
It could be. It could be. It could be. But who knows?
Game of the year.
Yeah, it could be game of the year, right? I wonder. I'm curious to know if it's going to be compatible. So there's this thing out right now. It's called the Backbone, and after I tell you this, you're going to get like a whole bunch of ads for it, because it's been all over my TikTok and all over my Instagram. But no, it's this thing called the Backbone, and what it is essentially is a Bluetooth controller that you hook up to your phone. But it's supposedly one of the best controllers, one of the best like phone controllers out there, and it's supposed to help you with what's that shit called? It's supposed to help you with I don't know why I'm in the Warzone category. I just realized that it's supposed to help you with remote play. That motherfucker was scary.
Truth?
Yeah, I was talking. So he was called the Truth, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Me and Selena were talking about it. We were having like this like deep philosophical conversation at the beach. Like I want to say Saturday, if I remember right. We had like this deep philosophical conversation on Saturday or whatever about like life and death and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And I was telling her, I was like, honestly, you know, Full Metal Alchemist has kind of shaped some of my thoughts on like the afterlife. Because like I honestly feel like, you know how people come back from like, you know, they have like near death experience, right? Sometimes like they'll be on their deathbed and all of a sudden they'll come back or whatever, or you know, they'll be you just have like however you have your near death experience, right? I imagine that like when you do that, you go to a similar place like they did in Full Metal and you speak to truth. right? Whether you want to call it truth, source, God, whatever, but you speak to it. And he offers you the same deal that like everybody else or that he offered, everybody in like Full Metal, right? Where it's like, do you want to see the truth, or do you want to see what's behind here and know everything, or do you want to like go back? And it's like in my head,
you get everything replaced.
Yeah, either you get everything replaced, or like you remember it, but you come back with like a different. You can't remember it exactly, right? And so it kind of explained. It would, to me, it kind of would explain why when people with near-death experiences usually come back, they're usually like completely changed. Like their outlook on life is completely changed, right? Because like they saw the truth, but they don't remember what they saw. They just remember the feeling that they saw when they saw truth. That makes sense? And the people that don't come back when they have like the near-death experiences, right? Just they choose to continue on seeing, everything. Truth's like, well, depending on how much you want to see, that'll determine how much, whether you come back or not, right? And that was kind of cool, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Kaiser?
Yeah.
He's trained.
But yeah, no, that was kind of like the thought that I was having. I was like,
that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is kind of what I was looking at this. And so yeah, but this looks kind of cool. This looks kind of cool.
Yeah,
kind of excited about that.
Looks good for a mobile game. Looks really good.
Yeah, I feel like the mobile games, a lot of mobile games are kind of slept on. But I mean, for good reason, because I feel like for every good one, there's like 100 bad ones. Yeah. Did you ever get big into like the mobile space aside from like the the Flappy Birds, Crunchy, or Candy Crush or anything like that?
I got like making like sports mobile games for a little bit. I was like really into like Madden, NFL Mobile.
Yeah.
Like heavy, bro. I never spent money on it, but I'd play like every day religiously. And then I can't remember why I stopped. But I stopped one game.
I feel like it's like with any mobile game, like something better comes along and you just you want to do that other thing that's better now instead of like the mobile game. I know for me, like I put fighters in, not fighters, excuse me. I put Legends and Dokkan like are in like constant rotation in my phone. Like I never like uninstall them because it's, to me it's like I have like a love-hate relationship with the gacha games. Like on the one hand, I love the dopamine hit for when like you get the unit that you want, like the unit that you've been trying to get or whatever. But at the same time, I fucking hate when I drop $100 on this game and I don't get a single one of the units that I'm trying to get, or I get like
that's why I never spent money on a mobile game, because that would piss me off.
Yeah. Well, my philosophy was like with everything that I've done in my life. My opinion was the second you spend money on it, you're addicted. And let's just say that I'm addicted. I'm willing to admit that.
That's cap though. I spent money on the Madden NFL Mobile, but it was like they're like $5 packages. So it was only everything like $5. Like
man,
once every 3 months.
You. Even if it's not like a full. I mean, there's different levels to addiction, right? You know what I mean? There's different levels of addiction. Like you could be. Some people are like deep in, like me, where they spend easily. I've spent easily.
Oh.
I think the last time we talked about this, I said I said an outrageous number like $5,000. I don't think it's that outrageous. I definitely think it's closer to $1,000 though.
Damn.
It's closer to $1,000. Cause like they'll do this thing where they do like they'll do deals, right? And they started doing this really fucking like, quote unquote clever thing, right? Where they do like step ups. And so like for $1, right, it'll get you like, just using it as an example, it'll be like 50 stones, right? And then for $4, it'll be, 150 stones. And then for, 5, like, et cetera, on and on, up until they get about to like, up until you get to about 100 or 1,000. And, you do that a couple times. Next thing you know,
run up a check, motherfucker.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you spend over $100 plus dollars.
It's like me eating out.
Yes.
My God, it's $5 today.
Yeah.
And $5 tomorrow. Then $13 the next day.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm up like $800 on the month for food.
Yeah, you blinked and it's like, oh my God, where'd all my money go?
That's normally how it works every month for me. Kaiser, come on.
Yeah.
I don't have any more food, dude. Jesus
If it makes you feel any better, I can't hear Kaiser, so.
Well, no, he didn't say anything. He just fucking, He was running to my charger for my phone. My phone
looking for food. Oh, okay.
Yeah, with his fat ass trying to fucking eat. Little fat bitch.
Damn. I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't know. What's on the docket for the day? Remember? What was on the docket?
We got episode 13. Did you wait? I don't like that. Did you watch 13, 14, 15 of Vinland Saga?
Yeah, I watched them.
Okay. I was about to say. We had that. Then we had a normal review, and then we never really picked the game, but I figured we could probably play multiverses if we wanted to, but we don't have to.
Okay.
Either that
Multiverses sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Multiverses sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Multiverses sounds fun. That's what I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say right now.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not ready.
It's fun for right now until we start playing like the first like 2 fucking rounds, then we get our ass kicked over.
Yeah, right. And then like all of a sudden it's no longer fun.
It's not funny.
It's not fun. Jay comes up in here and starts just destroying us with.
No, because he has Iron Giant. He's a cheater. I'm gonna tell him next time I know he's not in the chat right now, but dude, next time I see him, I'm telling him he's a cheater because that's a broken fucking character. Bro. I've watched hella people talking about it and everything like that, and he's so broken.
Everybody says the same thing.
Yes, bro, because he does that fucking ground smash and he can just fucking kill you all. It's so.
Easy. Hi! What up, Ryan? What I do?
Yeah, so fucking multiverses. Yeah, so that the normal anime review. So I've watched a couple series.
You know what's funny? So have I.
Good.
Yeah, a couple things to watch. Like, it's a couple things to talk about. I don't have like full series to review, but I have a couple things that I want to talk about.
The rest of Shield Hero and then the beginning of Overlord.
Oh, the beginning of Overlord.
Mm-hmm. I didn't finish. Well, not the rest of season 1 of Shield Hero. I'll tell you
why. Season 1 for Shield Hero.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll give you
and then ooh, I like that little cliffhanger.
That's all I did. Yeah.
I feel like the 22nd is too far back.
What do you mean?
Yeah, 22nd is Monday, so like.
What's 22nd?
Looking at like news stories to talk about or whatever.
Oh yeah. Jonah.
Oh wait,
Ryan,
so wait,
how's your day going, Ryan? What?
They said that there's supposed to be another Sword Art. Oh, okay, it's in Japan.
What?
It's supposed to be another Sword Art movie that's coming out.
Okay, well, it'll start in Japan eventually. Get here.
Wait. Sword Art Online progressive sequel film sets off September 10th. Premiere. Okay. Let's read this.
I might have to rewatch Astralization. However the fuck you say it.
Alicization.
Acrylics.
That one. So for me, that season is the first season where it gets super complicated.
The exact fucking exact, and that's why I really didn't. And I barely remember it because it got that complicated. Because I finished it. I finished the entire Sword Art Online 6. I really enjoyed it. The fights are really good. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But like that last season, the whole
the underworld, all the underworld stuff is just
confusing.
It was confusing as hell. So
I'm like, why did he attack so much of these people? And I get the basics of it, but like it was a lot more than it needed to be. I felt like
to me, it was like it had a lot of really, really hype moments.
It did.
It had a lot of really, really hype moments.
I think the problem with Sword Art Online is that they will never be able to recreate what season 1 was. Because that was Sword Art Online season 1 might be one of my top, maybe top 5 for me, to be honest. Well, no, not top 10. Top 10. Just because I really enjoyed the whole idea of like you being thrown into a game and like, bro, you gotta win. You're dead, dude. Like if you die, that's it.
Yeah,
it made a life or death, and that was so dope.
It was also, you know what's really funny about that? I was watching, we'll get to this later, but I was watching, because I've been on like a real Digimon kick here recently because of the Digimon Survive game that came out or whatever. But I found that Team 4-Star did a Digimon the movie abridged, and so I started it. And what's funny is it's okay. It's Team 4-Star, so you know what you're getting from them. But so they started talking about they made this joke about like Digimon kind of being the first show where people go into like video games, like go inside of a video game or whatever, and like there's just gonna be a whole bunch of people that copy us afterwards or whatever that are never gonna be able to do it as good. And bro just starts listing off shows, and one of the shows he mentions is Sword Art Online, and I was like, wait a second, there's some similarities here. There's some fucking similarities here. Rhyme says,
Ryan,
it's been terrible. Matt stressed and overwhelmed. Cried twice, but I got Taco Bell, so I feel a bit better now. Oh damn. Hey, listen, we're gonna make you feel better. All right, we're gonna fucking make you laugh. We're gonna make you maybe not
raise
cry.
up to the Taco Bell Kings.
Raise up. Oh hell, what was he again? He was a
Magic Conch?
No, he wasn't a. What was he? Was it enchilada? Was he not an enchilada?
He was
not an enchilada. Chihuahua. It was a Chihuahua, right? The Taco Bell dog? He's a Chihuahua, right? Dog? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You remember what his name was? I was about to say Inchi, but Inchi was mom's Chihuahua.
I don't know. That was a long time ago. The Taco Bell had a mascot. A long time.
Chat, if you're watching right now, let me know what the
You ever think about how we're in year 2022?
I think about it all the time. Let me know what the Taco Bell dog was.
Because I remember thinking back in 2012, yo, what's 2022 gonna be like?
Well, I told you already, bro. I told you that
high school.
I didn't think I was gonna make it to 25. I thought my life was gonna end like a fucking sitcom movie, bro. I thought it was gonna be done.
Fade away.
Well, yeah, the fucking camera's gonna pan out. We're all having fun at dinner and everything. You know what I mean?
We're gonna have any background music as it fades away.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no because I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Dear Alanis Morissette, please pray thy divine hands upon this chalupa. Ah, woman. Ah, woman.
There's nothing more disappointing than when you get food at 11 o'clock at night and they fuck it up. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in life.
You know what really pissed me off the other day? So the week before I started this whole the week I started the week before I started the whole workout. Oh, the week I started the whole workout thing. That Thursday after we streamed, we had ordered the wing experience, and let me tell you, Celinda unfortunately was asleep, and she did not prep me for how bad the food was. The wings soggy. And you know how much I hate soggy wings. And not soggy because there was sauce on them, but soggy because they have been sitting inside of a container that had been hot that let the steam rise. And and the fries were also soggy, and the fries also had seasoning on them, so it was soggy seasoned fries. It was not fun. I tried to throw it in the air fryer to make the best of it. I really think our air fryer is going bad. I think we might need to get a new one, to be honest with you.
How long have you had it for?
All of the pandemic.
Oh yeah, fucking 4 years old. Dude.
It might be.
I just started in think about that. I started in 2019.
No. Oh yeah, I guess so.
The end of 2019.
The end of 2019. I'd say December.
Beginning of 2020. Yeah, December, but still, it started in 2019.
Hey, we're about to go for round 2. I hope you're ready. You ready?
No, I'm not. We're not doing that. And honestly, if we do it this time, can everyone just stay in the house for a month? If we just do that 1 month. 1 month and we're good. I feel like everyone stays in the house for 1 month. Everyone gets vaccinated, stays in the house for 1 month. We're chilling.
Well, I don't think they have a vaccine for the monkeypox, do they?
They do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. Monkeypox has been a thing for a minute, right?
It has been a thing for a while. But a lot of people hasn't really spread that much, if I'm not mistaken. And listen, to anybody who's watching right now, please do not quote me on a lot of this stuff because I am an idiot and get a lot of my information off the internet.
There you go.
Don't do enough research. Let's say that. So this is all based off what I've seen. I think that's correct.
You said what?
So I think this stuff is correct. But how's your last week been, man? Since last Tuesday, how's everything been going?
Oh, good, man. You know, I really just needed that. I really needed that day. I just needed that. I needed that. Let me tell you, that Tuesday, I needed that day, bro. It was just, like I was telling you on the phone, it was just, the combination. It's one of those. It was one of those bitter, not bittersweet, but it was one of those really unfortunate timing moments where it
happens, and it happens.
It
to
felt
all of us.
I was on a spiral and I just could not pull myself up out of the spiral, and I could not bring myself out here. I didn't want to bring myself out here and be in the middle of a spiral. And Mitch hit that where'd our alerts go? Are we behind our alerts? Bro, get the fuck out of here. Alerts are the other way. Anyway, thanks for that reset.
I just wanted, man. I'd be forgetting to share when I just try to do it.
Share what?
When I resub and everything, because I have it set up to where it just subs every month. It just does it.
Oh, it just does it for you. Yeah, no, I was just having one of those moments, man. I was just having one of those moments where like it felt like everything was like happening all at once, and I was just super like overwhelmed. And I was like, I do not feel like trying to be. So shout out to Brandon and Dalton for hopping on stream for us. That was dope as a bitch. I really
when it rains,
that.
it pours, man. When it rains, it pours. That's really how life be sometimes. Yeah. Whether it be good or bad, you could have a lot of good things happen to you in a row, or a lot of shitty things happen to you in a row.
Yeah, that's very true. Like I tell people that I talk to, like that ask me about life advice and everything, and tell them all the time, this too will pass, and that's good things and bad things. I think it was like a moment with like not a moment, but I think it was like an interview with Jim Carrey or whatever. He was talking about it was Jim Carrey. Yeah, he was talking about.
He said that exactly. He's like, no matter what you do, whether it's good or bad, that this too will pass. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's the exact quote.
It's gonna be like it's gonna come by whether it's good thing, bad thing, all that stuff. Yeah. It's like rain. Exactly. Positive note from it though. Positive note. I know how to replace a window regulator now.
Nice.
Yeah, so, replace windows. That on the resume. Throw that on the resume. If anybody has a regulator out there. You lost a mirror. There's a difference. It'll be all right. Oh shit! No, I brought this in here to show you this. This is it right here. Kroger, right? Mm-hmm. Can you read it?
Yeah.
There you go. It's called the Wild Side. This is what it looked like. Trust me, it didn't look anything like that when I opened it up out of the plastic. Out of the frozen stuff, it did not look anything like this.
You put it in the microwave?
Yeah, I put it in the microwave. When I took it out of the microwave, it did not look anything.
I'm only asking because like the shrimp was good though?
Oh, the shrimp was banging, bro. It was busting. The only problem with it is that just like with all TV dinners, instant foods, things like that, it doesn't happen. Like they don't put enough in there, in my opinion, anyway.
And that's always my issue with TV dinners, though. That's why I really don't be getting them that much.
That's why.
And nutritional facts, yeah, of course.
So calories are really good. 390 calories, bro. I had this, and I had what did I have? I had a chicken, not a chicken. It was a shrimp basil pesto for lunch. It was one
Shrimp's
of these.
Really good for you.
Shrimp basil pesto. It was really fucking delicious. But I was that guy in the office. And I heard people talking about it. There's people in the hallway. They were like, "Oh, you smell that? Somebody must have warmed up some seafood or something." I was that guy, and it was at that very moment I was like, "I will not be warming these up at the office anymore. I'll figure something else out. We'll figure out another way to do this. We'll figure out another way to do this."
Judge as a bitch.
Oh, I sure as shit did. But yeah, no, the past week's been good though, man. The past week it's been all right. Aside from the stuff with the car, we figured out how to get all that stuff done. The part came in. I gotta actually like replace it though. Like I actually gotta put it in place and make sure it's good. What else happened this past week? Went to the beach for the first time in like a long time.
Did Kiki say bye to you?
She did not.
Mm-hmm.
She's gone. She left.
She left today at 6.
In the morning?
6 p.m.
She left a little bit. Oh, for her flight was at 6. Okay. Mm-hmm. She'll probably tell us when she lands. I'd imagine. Yeah, I'd imagine. That was fun. That night was fun. Yeah. Had a good time.
Yeah. You went to the beach?
Yeah, we went to the beach on Saturday. So Friday, we had the mom and dad's anniversary party. Shout out to mom and dad. Happy 29 years of being happily married. Round of applause.
Crazy.
Mom and dad Dukes. So we went and did that on Friday. Saturday, Celinda had to work. I was extremely sore, so I was gonna go up and do workout, but I didn't. And I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta be active somehow. So I was like, let's just go to the beach. We went to the beach. Yeah. Had a good time over there. I was gonna stream, and I told the story on Sunday, but I didn't tell you the story. So I was gonna stream on Saturday, or not Sunday. I was gonna stream on Saturday after we got back from the beach. But I looked at Celinda while we were at the beach. I said, "Hey, let's go to the international market and let's make homemade ramen." So what that entails is we go to the international market. We get the slice, like thin sliced meats that you get at like a hot pot or whatever. Mm-hmm. Get a thing of noodles. We got some bok choy. We pretty much did a hot pot, but it was like with ramen noodles or whatever. So we call it ramen or whatever. But we put all that together. We got that. Then we got some extra dumplings. We also got some pork belly to just like grill, right? And we made all this food. I ate all the food, and then immediately passed out. Immediately passed out. So,
the best of us.
You know what I did on Monday? We did the same thing. Made some more.
Oh,
finished it off.
Yeah,
that was really good. Didn't go to sleep in time. We had to go to Aiden's basketball game. He's been playing basketball.
How's he doing?
It's all right. It's that thing. It's funny because, like, I was talking to Celinda about this yesterday, and I was telling her because she was laughing at me the whole time because she was telling me that I sound just like Dad, and because I really was like in like kind of like a dad mode when I was like watching him and and we were like going or whatever. The whole thing is that he doesn't practice outside of their practices.
Yeah, man. If he wants to fucking play, he needs to do it.
Yeah. But no, he doesn't practice outside of their practices or whatever. And he was making I think it was like his first game too or whatever, and they don't practice that often. So it was one of those things where it was just like, well, if he wants to do this, then like he needs to be doing X, Y, and Z outside of this, right? He needs to be doing this outside of that and everything. So I've been contemplating getting him a hoop.
Understood.
I want to get him an actual hoop.
I got you. I understand why Dad was the way he was with us at this point now.
If you want 100%. It was definitely after.
If you want to play at the next level, it takes a ton of commitment.
Well, not even just like that, right? But like, like thinking about it, not even talking about like going to like the next level of like, life or whatnot, but just looking at, or not life, but looking at the next level of the sport, but thinking about it from like a life perspective, right? Yeah. If you're gonna do something, don't half-ass do it, right? Don't partially put yourself into it, right? Make sure you throw your all at it and do the best you can. So that way, at the end of the day, if things go your way or if they don't go your way, you can say, hey, I did the best that I could. They just somebody just happened to have a better day than me.
With my kid, I know for a fact with my kids, like if I'm about to play Little League, I'll coach them, have fun. Yeah. The second I put any money into that, like I mean like travel money for like fucking playing on a travel team. That's when we're taking it serious. It's either you're fully in it or you're not. I'm not.
But what if the Little League requires you to pay something up front?
No, that's different. That's again, Little League's fine. I will pay if you want to go out and play, have fun in Little League. I'm saying if you want to be on a travel team.
Oh, like a legit travel team.
Yeah, on a travel team for like baseball. At the second you say you want to do that, that's when we're kicking into like high gear.
That's the other thing I think that's funny about these games too, is that like thinking about like Aiden's age and everything and like the age group that he's playing in, it's like some of the people there take it
too seriously,
way over the top.
Yeah, that's what people are doing.
Like, come on,
they
bro,
want their kid to like super. And relax. That's when you're in that league. That's a league for your kids to have fun to see if they actually love the sport.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See if
they're in it and they're enjoying it. Yeah. If they're in it and they're enjoying it, having fun, that's cool. If not, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let my kid know, even if he's ass trying to get into like travel. If he wants to play travel, he's not gonna be ass if we playing travel. Right? I'm gonna let him know straight up. I was like, you're gonna make progress.
He's not gonna be ass. He's not gonna be ass for a lack of trying.
Exactly.
He's not gonna be ass. If he's just talentless.
That's life, nigga. That's life.
Hey, look, you can't win them all, bro. You can't win them all, bro.
I'm gonna cry about it. I'm gonna go home and cry about it. I'm never gonna tell him. But I'm gonna cry about it for sure. That's for sure.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Yeah, it'll never be for a lack of trying. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm
glad you had a good week, man.
Yeah, how about you, bro? How was your week? How was the past couple days?
Week was kind of fast. I don't think I did anything. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't really think I did anything. Friday was Mom's anniversary, and then I went out afterwards.
Yeah.
Saturday, went to a place called Calypso in Virginia Beach. It's actually
nice name sounds very familiar.
Off the strip, and it's actually really nice. It's a nice little bar, and I finally found a bar that plays modern music combined with like hip hop, and that's my new favorite bar as of right now. Because
isn't there an alcohol that's called the Calypso?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a very. I've heard that name more than once in just this bar, but I was so tired of going to fucking PBR and like fucking these country ass bars. I don't have a problem with country music, dude, but like I need more than just country every time. All right.
It was a drink.
Yeah.
I got it right here.
But no, so went out there on Saturday, and then Sunday was nice little recuperation day. And I made a new friend like 2 weekends ago. His name's MJ.
Dope.
And ended up going, him and his cousin, his cousin was visiting from New York this weekend. Okay. And we went to go to Dave & Buster's on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then Monday was kind of a chill day. The last 3 days though for TikTok have been very fruitful for me though. I picked up 4,000 followers. I'm at like 16K. I'm like 16K right now.
Holy fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Good shit, bro.
I now have 3 videos that have over 1 million views.
So what are we doing? Are we flipping this? Or what are we doing with this? Are we like not us, not me, like me, but
I'm talking about you.
What? Or are we like flipping? Are you starting to like?
So I made like
do something with it, or like what's up?
I made a tiny support, not tiny, or what's it called? Oh, I have it closed. I made a little thing that like promotes my page, like people can like buy packages where like I make a TikTok for them and everything like that. I'm gonna look at more outlets and everything at the moment. Okay. I'm gonna start hitting up other TikTok people. I'm just gonna keep messaging them every day and hopefully one of them respond. I'm gonna try to find people who are doing what I'm doing, which is just creative TikToks, and try to figure out how they make their money.
After stream, remind me with one word. Say trailer.
Okay.
All right. Remember that.
But we have, what is it? 3.1 mil and 16.4K or 3.1 million likes and 16.4K followers.
That's what's up, bro. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations, man.
Thanks,
You're
man.
working hard at it, bro.
I'm really sad though because I made this one today. Well, not really sad because it still got views. I don't know if you saw it. Is she attractive or did I just commit a crime?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I did see that one. That's all.
That one got to like it was doing really good at first, and then it just fucking died. And maybe it could because sometimes the app's really fucking weird. Where it'll pick up your video. Yeah, that's why I say if you just post every day, one of them can get picked up, even if it's like not the same day. Like I've had several videos now where I posted something, and the next day it'll pick up and get to like 300,000.
Well, that was kind of like what I was noticing with like the with the algorithm prior to that's something I was noticing was I was posting some stuff or whatever. I'd be posting something like that. I would be posting things, and maybe like the day that I posted, it would do like 200 plus, and then the day after, I'd go back in there and it'd be at like 1,600, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, somehow it just.
Sometimes it takes a while for it to get picked up. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. So hopefully that one gets picked up a little bit more because it's at like 16K views right now.
Yeah.
But I was hoping because when I first saw it, how I base it now is if within the first 100, if I'm at like 25 likes, so like if I'm always at 25% of everyone who viewed it liked it, then it should do somewhat decent. It's definitely gonna get to 1,000 views, but I guess.
So are you thinking about expanding? Excuse me for trying to adjust myself. Are you thinking about expanding to another platform? Are you gonna try to like build up other places, or are you just gonna like
No, but the plan is still to get really fucking blown up on here, and hopefully next time I post our TikTok, so I'm gonna start pushing people towards this page, and hopefully fucking the app stops holding me or stops holding life, and we'll push people towards this page.
Well, what's the goal, man? Like, what goal you got? Like, what's your next
point, so
your most? Hold on. Let me ask the question first.
Yeah.
I want your next most immediate goal. Mm-hmm. Then we'll follow that up with what is your dream goal? Your dream goal, like you, not everybody else, but your goal with TikTok. Go. First one closest up. First one.
The closest one first.
The closest one first
is to find a way to start making money with it. That's the closest one.
What do you consider?
Even if it's like $500 a month.
So 500 is the minimum that you have to make in order for you to consider yourself successful.
At the app, so consider myself actually making money on the app.
Okay.
And then at that point, my long-term goal is, of course, would like to get to 100,000 followers. Because I've talked to people about it, and I've met a couple people in person who've been like at 100K followers, 300K here and there. And they always said like the dude I talked to who's at like 300K, like he said like TikTok pretty much is his full-time shit. But he also has like OnlyFans. It's weird. But
OnlyFans is more than sex.
Well, I know, but like he uses it for like that what's it called? Well, I was saying
that like.
And he was like 5'8". He was all right. He's cool people.
Was he good looking? Was he like? Did you smash?
Hey, he's an attractive dude. I talked to because I was with Bella when I saw him. Yeah. Bella was like, it's not all that. His OnlyFans isn't all that, but like he just has an attractive face, so it kind of helps.
Oh, so Bella was on his. She was on his OnlyFans.
No, it wasn't on his OnlyFans. She's like she saw him on TikTok multiple times, and when we were out at the shack.
Okay.
But she saw him.
Did you like subscribe to the OnlyFans, see what's up, see what bros working on?
Nigga, I'm good. I'm good.
Why not, bro? Yeah.
I asked
see what the competition's doing. You know what I mean?
Bella subscribed. I'm not fucking doing that OnlyFans, man.
No, I'm not telling you to go to the OnlyFans. I'm not asking you to do OnlyFans. I'm saying, did you subscribe to Bro's OnlyFans? Just
Yeah,
to,
no.
you know, just to see what's going on. You know what I mean? Just to get like an idea.
Nigga, I'm good, dude.
Just to see what's
I
under the
asked
hood.
Bella-
You know what I mean?
No, I asked Bella what was it like. She was like, nothing special.
Nothing special. Average. You know.
Yeah, that's what she
5'8".
said.
Okay. All right.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up,
Make it-
everybody?
make it-
Welcome back to twitch.tv/regulargamingguys_. This, of course, is your home for regular gamers. Of course, today is Tuesday, so that means your anime bros are coming back at you with some more hot and juicy goodness. Of course, it's been a couple of weeks since we've been up here. Been a long time. Shouldn't have left you. Remember the next part of the song? I forgot the next part of the song.
Something about step two.
Step two. There you go. The next part of the song. But today we've got some shit to talk about. We got some stuff to do. Of course, with us having been gone for so long, the plus side is so we got more stuff to talk about. We got more stuff to discuss, to elaborate on, to debate on, to discuss. I said discuss like 4 times. Of course, I'm Mike. That's Mitch. We're your anime bros, and let's get into the shits. Mitch,
Here.
what you been watching, bro?
So I just finished since not last Tuesday, but Tuesday before last. I finished season 1 of Shield Hero.
Okay.
And like I was telling you on fucking Tuesday, it's a pretty good. It's an okay anime. Basically, the story is about a man named why did I already forget his name? I just
Itadori.
finished it like yeah. No, it's not Itadori. Now it's gonna bother me if I don't look his fucking name up.
Momonosuke.
Nope.
Vegeta.
Main character. Not even close. He starts with Naofumi. Yeah, basically follows the story of a young man named Naofumi who gets trapped inside of a, not really trapped, but kind of transferred to the world of, where he's basically with 4 other cardinal heroes, or 3 other cardinal heroes, and they're called the cardinal heroes because they all have, like, one has a sword, shield, bow and arrow, and he himself is a shield hero, and, you know, someone with a shield, whenever you play a game, you're not really like, hey man, I want to grab I want to be the shield guy.
Yeah, when I'm
like
playing
that.
Kingdom Hearts and I'm picking out my
You
my
never pick
build,
the
I'm not
the
picking the
average
shield
person
guy,
isn't
bro.
picking the shield.
Not picking
a
the
lot of
shield
people
guy.
actually joke people who pick the shields, like, and I'm talking like big population, big masses. So that's pretty much what happens to him. Everyone's like dogging him for being the shield hero. But like he's doing his best, you know? And basically just follow stories about him, how basically the entire kingdom is corrupt and there's a church, you know, whenever there's a church in the anime, the church is always evil. And basically how they're trying to like frame the shield hero for being this bad guy when he's not. And my biggest quarrel with the show itself is it was definitely just a rinse and repeat for every enemy that they faced.
Yeah.
Because what Naofumi has in the shield, because he was treated like such dog shit, he unlocked something called the Curse Shield.
Okay.
And the Curse Shield, what it does is what it sounds like. You know, kind of takes over your body, and you become like this fucking powerful ass thing. Because he can't attack because he's a shield hero.
Yeah.
He literally cannot attack at all. Okay. But when he's in this Cursed Shield form, he can actually.
So is it one of those things where he can't attack, but he can attack, but his attacks are weak, or is it legit like he just can't attack?
It's kind of a slither of both. He has the girl you see. Her name is Raftalia.
Okay.
She's legitimately his sword. He defends and she goes out and she attacks.
Okay.
So it's kind of cool, but at the same time, like when he's in his cursed state, that's when he can kind of attack somewhat.
Yeah.
He can use that because they had magic in the show as well, so he can use a little bit of magic here and there.
Yeah.
But it's nothing too crazy. So he's not like an OP character. You know how I am with like main character. I like my main character to be somewhat strong, and he's not. He's like okay.
He's not that.
He's a good person, but again, majority of the series is just rinse and repeat when they fight a boss. So what I'm saying is when he goes out, he'll activate Curse Shield. Raftalia has to pull him back. Raftalia and the rest of the crew have to pull him back in.
Yeah.
And it's basically just she pulls him back in before he gets too deep, and they go out and they fucking defeat the main boss. And he does that like with like they face like four bosses in
season
the first
1.
season. Yeah, they face like 4 main bosses in the first season. It's the same thing every time. He activates Shield. She's like, don't go too far. He fucking grabs him. He
goes too
snaps
far.
back into reality. Yeah, he snacks back into reality, and he's like, okay, let's do this like normal people and everything. So
now, when he goes over the top, is it cool at least? Is it like
it's okay, and that's my thing. If it was gonna be like OD, like he becomes like super fucking strong and everything like that, and he's just like whooping ass. It's nothing too crazy. He just like kind of activates his firepower and kind of just engulfs the enemy. And he has a couple cool techniques, but it's nothing like super fucking cool. It's not like he becomes like 20 times stronger than everybody in the room. He's just like he gets a little bit of a buff. He can go out and he can fight whoever's in front of him. You know?
Okay.
But yeah, so because of that, because it was just rinse and repeat all of season 1, Season 2 is out right now, and they're on episode, I think, like 13 or like 15, I think, at the moment. I haven't started. I'm going to let it finish out before I start that. But I haven't started for that specific reason. So I decided to go over what I'm watching now, which is Overlord. And I'm not going to be honest. It's pretty fucking good. I like it a lot so far. It's definitely a main character who is OP as fuck. Einzolgold is the name of the guy. Basically, what happens is it's another
MMORPG. Yeah.
It's another one of those. A deep dive one where basically it's kind of like Sword Art, where he kind of gets himself trapped in the world, but it's not like with other people. It's just with the NPCs in the world itself. Because what happens is he's sitting in the game when it's about to end. The series opens up with him in the game him in the game when the game itself is about to shut down because it's just old. It's an old game now. It's been out for a couple of years and the servers are shutting down. But like they put so much time and effort into this game that he wants to like be there till the very end. No one else is there with him. It's literally just him in the game. And then when the game's supposed to cut off, it's kind of like again what happened in Sword Art, where it kind of just
you're stuck in the game.
He's stuck in the game.
Yeah.
And so now it's become his real life. I think I'm about 5 episodes in.
Yeah.
But I have enjoyed it a lot so far. I really don't have much to say about it because of the fact I'm only 5 episodes in.
So are they? So you're only 5 episodes in. Does it look like they're gonna do anything with like not the live action, but the actual like reality portion, or does it look like it's kind of a done kind of deal? The reality, like you said that they turned the servers off. He was still in the game.
I have no idea. They're 6 seasons into the series, dude. There's a lot to the series. So
well, no, I was asking if it looks like what I was asking was, is so far has there been any kind of like, because like with Sword Art, right?
Oh, looking for other people, like other like
not even looking for other people, but like looking for. Like, is there like something going on with like his family trying to get his mind back to his body?
No.
Is there
as of right now? No, because he doesn't have any family. So the main character, he's kind of like a loner, and he spent his whole life pretty much just in playing the game, everything like that. Kind of just kept to himself and everything. So no one's really looking for him right now.
Okay.
So it's just him. So I don't think that's ever going to be a thing that comes up in the future.
Yeah, you said you're only 5 episodes deep.
Yeah, I'm only 5, but there's 6 seasons out right now, so I'm kind of excited because that means I can watch all these episodes.
Yeah, a bunch of
catch up on.
Yeah.
So it's at least, I know I have at least 60 episodes to watch because I'm saying 12 episodes a season. I have at least 60, maybe 24 per season. So I have a lot more.
That's good.
I have at least 60 episodes to watch, and I'll probably give you a full because I've actually really enjoyed it so far. So I'm probably gonna watch it. I know I like it because I've been catching myself like trying to stay awake watching it at night, and I know an anime is good when I'm like trying to stay awake even though I'm tired to watch the anime. That's why I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It only happened a couple of times. But if I'm like trying to force myself to stay awake or like staying up like well past into midnight, because normally most days I'm going to sleep by like 12, 11. But like I was up till like 1:30 last night watching this shit. I was like, all right, I have to go to bed.
I gotta
go to be up the whole fucking night. I was like, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
But yeah, so just those 2 so far. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a bit of a list, man. I've got a couple of things. So far I started the big one, right? Part of, I wouldn't say it's really a news story, but I guess you can kind of make it a news story. Digimon Survive. It's the latest Digimon game. It is a tactics RPG, obviously set in the world of Digimon or whatever. It's not tied to any of like the main story Digimon stuff at all, which I've started to realize that none of the Digimon stuff really is. It's all kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Anthology. It's all like all kind of like anthology series, with the exception of like season 1 into season 2. Season 1 and 2 were kind of like the same thing, not the same thing, but they were kind of linked because David was Tai's junior, which in Japan is pretty much just like his like mentee essentially. And Tai, of course, or not Tai, but David, of course, or Davis rather, excuse me, Davis, Kari, and TK all pretty much take over for the the next group of Digidestin. But after that, like from then on, like Digimon is kind of like it's all anthology stuff. It's kind of like Power Rangers, where they're not really all connected, but the only through line is the fact that everybody has Digimon.
Everybody has Power Rangers. Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, well, Power Rangers. Yeah, well, Power Rangers. They're all Power Rangers. But anyway, no. So I started messing around with that, and I will say right now, Digimon Survive. I am 2 hours in, maybe 3 hours in. Pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Of course, it's tactics based, whatever. So it's like it's the genre that like I've always like secretly loved, tactics based games, tactics based strategy games or whatever. That's where you have like the grids and all that stuff or whatever, and you can move around the grid and you fight like that. But it's, add that in with like the RPG stuff and with, adding in the Digimon. And then of course the cool thing is with the game is that the choices that you make throughout the course of the story, they influence how your Digimon evolve. So if you do a more like positive, play, you're gonna have, more positive Digimon, right? Your Agumon, for example, is going to take the more traditional path, right? He's going to go from Agumon to Greymon to Metal Greymon to War Greymon, right? But if you do like a more like negative approach, he may do like Agumon, Greymon to like Dark War Grey or Dark Metal Greymon to like something else like entirely, right? Like it may end up branch off. Bro, you can't find the movie anywhere.
I know.
You can't find it anywhere. So I say all that to say.
Have you tried Zoro TV?
I have not tried Zero TV.
Zoro.
Zoro TV. No, I have not tried Zoro TV.
I've heard that one works really well for a lot of stuff.
I'll check that out.
Even I think the My Hero movie's on Zoro.
Ooh. I think that comes out here in a couple of weeks, doesn't it?
It does. It should. I remember we were talking about it like a while ago. Said it was coming out in August. So I just been waiting for it to come out.
But no, I say all that to say, been watching a lot of Digimon shit, right? I watched, they did in 2021, I think last year, 2021 or 2020, one of the two. They rebooted the first season of Digimon, right? And it's pretty much like they modernized it, did a retelling, and they reanimated and all that kind of stuff. I am about 3 to 4 episodes in. The story of Digimon is nothing to write home about, right? Like it's nothing crazy, but it's still like. It's still fun to watch. It's still fun to be in that universe because it does kind of tie me back to being a kid again and like being a super fan of like the Digimon shows or whatever. So I've been watched some of that. Season the new show I watched. I found this clip online. Apparently there's a season that happens like way late. And I don't know if you know anything about like the way later Power Rangers. But apparently that shit gets crazy to the point where they start like bringing in Power Rangers from other timelines and shit, and everybody starts working together. They do a similar thing with the Digimon. And when I tell you the intros for how all like the leaders of the different Digidestined teams show up was one of the hypest things I've ever watched.
Was season 4 in there?
Yes. Takuya was there. Fucking what is his name? I cannot remember his name. From season 3, I cannot remember his name.
I can't remember.
He's got a blue shirt.
With Digimon, I really only know
Takuya. Takato was there. Davis. Ty was there. I'm trying to think who else was there. Who else was from like another season? You remember when Digimon went to Disney XD?
Yeah.
The dude that season that was on Disney XD, he was there also. Which I was like, it's cool.
Season 4 Digimon was my favorite.
Frontier is like
always the idea of turning into a Digimon was always so. And we also like the action figures. I'm pretty sure that's the first one that I really outside the movie because I don't really remember watching the show itself that much.
Yeah,
I would just watch the movie a lot because we had the movie.
Yeah,
and then I watched the season 4 a fuck ton. Frontier.
We had the movie. We got the movie because me and Philip were big into the show, big into the show. There was that one year, I don't know if you remember that one year we got like we all got Digivices and little Digimon.
Yes,
for Christmas or whatever. Yeah. But no, anyway, so I said I've been watching a lot of Digimon.
Couldn't you fight with those things?
No, you couldn't fight. No, you couldn't fight with them. No.
What do we have?
The Digivices were Pocket Clips, and
what do we have that were like full? It probably wasn't. It was probably some just.
It was Mega Man. It was Mega Man.
Mega Man. That's what I'm thinking of. That was always dope as fuck too.
Yeah, it was Mega Man. You had the Mega Man NT Warrior clips where you could like tie them together and fight each other with the battle chips and everything. But no. So of course I tried to find the Digimon movie, couldn't find it anywhere, so I just settled with watching Frontier again, and I've been watching pieces of Frontier. Watched the season or the episodes where they got the not Ancient Spirit Evolution, but the Fusion Spirit Evolution, where he took the where he took Agumon and he took Burning Greymon and he fused them to make No, it was a Goonimon. It's a Goonimon, and it's Burning Greymon, and he fused them together. I forgot what the name of the Digimon was, but he fused the spirits together and created a whole new Digimon. I was like, yo, this. I forgot how fucking hype this shit was.
So fucking fire, dude.
This was cool
across the board.
So there was that. What else have I been watching? I'm trying to get into Shaman King.
This is what, third time trying or second time?
It's probably my third, but I'm trying to get with Shaman King. I started back up where I was left off at, which they were in the middle of the shaman fight and everything, and it's okay. I'm kind of just accepting it for what it is. It's one of those like rose tinted glasses kind of situations where I look back and remember very fondly of Shaman King, but actually sitting and watching the show, the dialogue in the show just isn't. And it could just be the English dub, like the way they deliver it or whatever. It just doesn't feel. The stakes never feel like really real. It's one of those shows that it feels like shit happens just to have shit happen, and not in like the bad way, but not exactly in the good way either, right?
I would say at this point, just let it be. If you're 3 times in and you're still like about it, just.
Oh no, I'm gonna go all the way through. I'm gonna go all the way through because I want to see the end of this. I want to see the end of the shaman tournament. I want to at least get to that because they're done with the reboot, obviously, because the series is already is ended, and they're done with the reboot. They're not putting any more episodes, and so I want to at least get to the end of the shaman fight because I like the final fight between Yo and Hao. So I want to see that. So I'm in the middle, in the process of watching that, and that of course is on Netflix right now. It's like I said, it's more Shaman King. It's not bad. It's not great. One you'll be happy that I'm watching. And I actually am really enjoying giving it another try is Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
It is, I gotta tell you, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Once you get, like in my head, it's kind of, I have to kind of approach it the same way I approached JoJo. And, in like just letting the over the topness kind of just be what it is and let it be part of the show. And once you kind of got over all that and the over exaggeration of like the God's powers and the Lord's powers and everything like that.
That's the point. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying, but once you get over like, because to me it was kind of cringy, right? It was one of those things where it's like, okay, dude,
I can definitely
this is a little too much.
Because it was over the top. It definitely was. But like, if you think of it, approach it like this, like kind of how you approach it now. But like, they're the strongest men on the planet, and then these are gods. They have god complex.
Not only that, they're the strongest men on like the part that like from the rewatch that really sold me is how they pulled it from all different time periods. It's like, fuck, all right, that's cool. All right,
he's the
like
strongest
that.
person over the last 200 years. Like, he's gonna be the hot shit.
And I love the fact, I love how they take the twists, how they twist the the characters, right? How they brought Adam and Eve in it, right? So again, like this premise of the show, for those of you that don't know, it's called Record of Ragnarok, and what it is essentially is all the gods from all the different religions and everything like that. They all live kind of like spoilers for Thor: Love and Thunder, kind of like how they have in like the City of Gods or whatever. But everybody lives there, they all live there, and the gods are kind of sick of the human shit, and they're like, you know what, let's get rid of all the humans. Well, one of the Valkyries show up and they're like, hey, well, we have this clause that says, hey, if they want to get rid of everybody, we've got this the clause is called the Ragnarok, where the humans, we take, was it 12 humans?
It was
12 humans, 12 gods, and they duke it out. And if the humans win, then we let them live for another 1,000 years. If the gods win, then we wipe them out for the rest of eternity, which I think is a shit deal. It should be that the humans should be good for the rest of eternity, just like the gods, because the gods would wipe them from existence. But it is what it is. Anyway. Well, so then what they do is the Valkyries go and they get heroes from every, and that's the one thing I will say, that's my one critique that I will say I really do, like, I think it's like a legit critique, is that they don't do a very good job of explaining that they're pulling people from all time periods.
How so?
In the very beginning, when she's first talking about like grabbing people, it's a quick throwaway line.
You definitely made it seem like, they made it seem like it was going to be people like currently who live right.
Like it was going to be modern day people or whatever. But of course, obviously, as you go on into like the episodes or whatever, you eventually realize that it's people from all like spans of time or whatever. But no, it's so they have like all the gods from all the different religions, and they have all the like heroes from all different like walks of life, all different cultures, stuff like that, which I think is a really cool idea. But no, they bring in Adam and Eve, of course, from the Bible or whatever, and of course there's the story in the Bible from Genesis that is Eve ate the apple, and that's what kicked them out of kicked Adam and Eve out of Eden, and so on and so forth. Well, in the show, they do a really cool flip on it, where the serpent that is in the story that convinces Eve to, in our actual story, the serpent convinces Eve to eat the apple. The serpent actually frames Eve after she eats the apple, actually frames Eve by saying she ate the apple when in reality she didn't eat the apple. And Adam, of course, is like just this fucking bro.
Dope as fuck. Dope ass
Adam's
character,
just
right?
the dude, bro. Adam is just
Dope
the
ass
fucking
character.
dude.
And his fucking technique is cool as fuck.
And he got the fucking Sharingan, bro. Like, let's fucking go, dude.
Yeah,
He got the fucking Sharingan. Adam, because Adam is made in the image of God, his power is that he can do whatever the gods can do. So he can see a god, and sometimes he can even do it to the extent of where he does even better than what the god that's performing the attack can do, right? And so, yeah, no, he fights Zeus and ends up just fucking putting the work on Zeus, bro.
Hands on this nigga.
Puts the fucking work on Zeus. But no, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for season 2 now. Having watched it, I actually really am enjoying it. I'm thinking I think it's really good. Well, it's pretty good. Let me not say really, really good, but it's pretty good.
I'm definitely gonna watch season 2. I thoroughly enjoyed season 1.
Yeah.
I like the fight scenes. I mean, the fight scenes for sure were over the top, but I enjoyed them.
See, my problem though with like some of the fight sequences, and that's kind of where the issue with like the over the topness kind of like, I was like, okay, I get it. The set pieces are one of those things where it's like one and done. Does that make sense? Where it's like they show you a still and that's the animation for the attack. Instead of like showing like, let's just use not classic, but let's just use the great example of All Might doing the United States of Smash, right? How that whole punch is animated from, so many different sides. With Record of Ragnarok, Thor's like smash is pretty much a still shot of Thor throwing his hammer down and you see some lightning being flashed, right? Like it kind of like that's what kind of like turned me off initially from it, and once I've kind of put that to the side, I just accepted it for what it was and kind of just try to understand the story or trying to come at that pleasure from like just watching the story. I'm enjoying it a lot more. I said that Record of Ragnarok, Shaman King, Digimons. Let's see. I think that might be it. I haven't gone back to One Piece. I want to go back to One Piece. Obviously, I need to catch up. I'm not caught up yet. Oh, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. So there's a couple of things actually from this season of anime. So this summer season that I'm watching, Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer is one of them. It's on Crunchyroll right now. First 2 episodes are dubbed. The rest of I think there's 4 episodes out in total. The first 2 are dubbed. The rest of them are all subbed or whatever. But I'm enjoying it so far. The premise of that show is that there is a god they don't explain where this god comes from or whatever. But there's a god that is getting ready to smash a hammer onto the world. And the idea is that when he smashes the hammer on the world will crumble like a biscuit. There's these knights that have to protect the world from falling apart, and there's a princess as the head of the knights that have to it's all that kind of stuff or whatever. But it's fun. It's gonna be a classic anime, I think. Not classic in the sense of like, oh, that's a fucking classic, but classic is like
it's gonna be it's what when you think of anime, this is what you think of.
Exactly. It's got a protagonist, a reluctant protagonist who doesn't want to take charge and learn his powers. He's falling in love with somebody who's going to learn how to take charge and use his powers, and then is going to use his powers to save the day. It's your standard anime from what I've seen so far. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the dynamics between Cannot remember the names though. But I'm enjoying the dynamics between the characters that are in the show. It's been fun. And then I started Call of the Night.
Oh, that is.
Call of the Night was another one from summer 2022. It took me by surprise. Not in a good way. I was expecting it to be an action anime. It ends up being a slice of life.
Wow.
So this is the premise of the show is there's this boy who is kind of a recluse, doesn't really have a whole lot of friends, isn't really like connected to his like emotions or his feelings or anything like that, and is kind of an outcast, but not really an outcast. Like he has friends, but he chooses not to like be around his friends or whatever. But anyway, he's walking the park one night and he runs into this chick who, you know, is talking to him, like starts saying these things like, yo, you want to explore the night? You want to understand what the night's all about? This, that, and the third or whatever. Turns out at the end of the night, she's a vampire. She reveals that she's a vampire.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And he is like fascinated with the idea that she's a vampire because she like mesmerizes him somehow. It's like she talks her way into getting him back to her place. That's what you think, right? That's what you think. She talks her way into getting him to come back to her place. They get back there, and when they get there, she convinces him to go to sleep. When he falls asleep, she comes up, bites his neck.
Of course. Like
he's not actually asleep. He realizes that she just bit his neck. He's like, what the fuck is going on? So he like not like a freak out panic, but he's like, yo, are you a vampire? And she's like, why would I be a vampire? Like, what am I? Why would I be a vampire? Like, why would you say I'm a vampire? And then she eventually reveals it or whatever. But it's going to be another one of the, it's just, like I said, it's not an action at all. It is a slice of life with vampire stuff, elements thrown into it, but I'm still interested in watching it. Just because I like how, you know, I'm a sucker for good character relationships. So I'm liking how he's teaching her kind of how to be human, and she's teaching him how to be how to like kind of get more in touch with his feelings, right? Because he wants to become a vampire, but in this world the only way for him to become a vampire is for a vampire to bite you and for the vampire to be in love with you. So he's trying to convince her to fall in love with him, and she's like so she's teaching him how to like be, you know, connected to his emotions and everything like that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That's good.
Like it's like I said, I only say it surprised me in a bad way because I thought it was going to be an action one because the trailer looked like it was going to be an action one, but it's definitely it is the furthest thing from action. It's the at least 6 episodes in, it's the furthest thing from action. So I feel like that's a pretty good indicator of what we're in for.
Ah.
So. But no, that's about all I got as far as like what I'm watching at the moment. I said Call of the Night, Shaman King, Digimon, Ragnarok. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got right now. That's all I got at the moment. Yeah. So,
well, we can hop into voting on hop into 13, 14, 15 for Vinland Saga.
Of course, if you didn't know right now, this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is your regular Anime Bros. Every Tuesday, we get together and we discuss things that we like about anime, things that we're watching, things that we are interested in seeing. You know, talk about a little bit of news if we want to talk about the news. And of course, we do a review. Right now, we are in the process of reviewing Vinland Saga. We are in episodes 13, 14, and 15. We're going to get ready to jump into that here in just a second. Mitch, before we talk about 13, 14, and 15, remind the people, where are you at currently with Vinland Saga? Prior to 13, 14, and 15.
Okay, I was on a huge up before 13. Not to say 13, 14, 15 were bad. It's just that, like, it was one of those scenarios where I definitely had to force myself to watch episodes 14 and 15. Because it was more set piece episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't like having 6 set piece episodes. Because I accepted 9, 10, or wait, which were 9? No.
You got it.
Were 10, 11, 12 set pieces also? They were set pieces also, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Kinda. Yes, sort of.
Yeah.
12 at least. 12 kind of got us to a climax.
Was 12 when they invaded that village and the lady? Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back to it.
Actually, we can check right now. Matter of fact. Matter of fact, I have a terrible British accent. I'm sorry for that, boys and girls. I didn't mean to embarrass you.
11 was the gamble. 11 was where they take the chance on trying to get Ganute. They try to get Ganute from Thorkel.
There's some fighting then.
Yeah. And then 12 was, now that they had Ganute, they were trying to get away from they were trying to get away from Thorkel. Yeah, Thorkel. Yeah.
And so 13, 14, 15 were okay. But yeah, up until episode 12, I was really, really enjoying it. I wouldn't say this necessarily took me down.
Yeah.
But definitely plateaued. To where I'm like, I'm assuming 16, 17, 18, because at the end of 15, they're definitely about to go into a fight.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping 16, 17, 18 bring more to the table. I just need more fighting, because I think the show's fucking dope as shit with all the fights they have. And it's just, I don't like not 6 set pieces. We're like 3 set pieces in a row kind of sway me from a show. And that's what this was. There was I don't think there was any fights between 13, 14, 15. There was something happening in the story, but there was not
really. There wasn't too much fighting in this. You're right in the idea that, or you're right in the fact that these were very much setup episodes, and they were set up for like the rest of the season. But I kind of knew that. I kind of expected that going into these episodes, because this is a 12 season, or not 12. This is a 24 episode season. Episode 12 is going to be your halfway point, right? And of course that is accented with new intros and outros, which I don't know about you, I like the first 2 more than I like the second 2.
Yeah, these I definitely have already skipped intro more than once.
Yeah, the second 2 the second intro is not a downer, it's just a little bit slower, which I think is going to be an indicator for this part of the season or whatever. Yeah, no, I guess my bad. I'll let you finish your finish your thoughts.
Like I said, it was basically, I've plateaued at this point. I was really on a high between episodes 1 through 12. Yeah. And at this point, I'm kind of just like, I need to see what's going to happen from here on out.
Yeah. So I guess my thoughts, right? Going I'm kind of similar to Mitch. Going into 12, we were excited. I was excited to see. Oh, well, I'm still excited to see what happens the rest of the show. Yeah.
Sure.
Right, like I still think the rest of the show is going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot less of huge battles, like the huge massive battles that we were seeing in the beginning part. And I think it's going to start. I think it's slowly going to start becoming more of a
strategic
chess game with battles intermixed into the actual I guess the chest, into like the chest of it all, right? Like the checkmates are going to involve actual fighting and everything like that. But the main crux, like the main meat of the stuff that's going to happen, is going to be Askeladd having conversations and making relationships with different people, etc. And finding Ganute learning how to be a king, etc., etc. But I definitely think that
I really don't care for Ganute's character.
I think we're gonna eventually grow to like Ganute.
He's okay.
I think we're gonna eventually grow to like him. I think. See, the problem is, I think the issue that you have. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'll come back episode 24 and I'll tell you how I feel about him. But right now, I could really get 2 shits about his character.
Yeah, I think the problem that we have with Ganute is the fact that you're comparing him to Thorkel.
Thorfinn, for sure.
You're comparing him to Thorkel, you're comparing him to Thorfinn, you're comparing him to Thors, you're comparing him to Askeladd, you're comparing him to all these like fucking muscle-bound diesel dudes who are all about like, yo, let's just beat our way out of our situations or whatever. I mean, yeah, obviously, not that extreme, but yeah, for the most part, let's beat our way out of the situation.
That's what it is every time. That's quite what it is.
I don't think it's let's beat our way out of the situation every single time. I think it's let's put ourselves in the right position, and then let's beat ourselves. Beat ourselves away.
Yeah, for sure. Askeladd is definitely that kind of character.
I think even Thorfinn's that kind of character. I don't think Thorfinn is all about like just fighting. And I definitely think there's more to Thorkel than meets the eye.
Yeah, it's really just Thorkel that kind of like. You said there's more to Thorkel that means the eye?
I think there's more to Thorkel than me.
Absolutely.
If we had to pick a character, like if I had to pick a character that was just straight up brute force, just brute force and shit all the time, just a brute force shit. It's that fucking it's
Askelade's friend.
Is his name Bronze or Brone?
Yeah, something like that. Askelade's second hand.
Yeah, Askelade's second hand. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I think he definitely is the one that is like just about fucking. Let's just fucking punch this shit out of it, bro. Let's fucking do anything else. Let's just beat the shit out of people.
That shit.
But no, I'm more up on these episodes than I think you might be.
You like them more?
Yeah, I like them a little bit more than.
I don't have. Again, they weren't bad. It's just that like, I don't know. Set pieces can get kind of slow, and 3 in a row really good. I don't like 3 in a row. I'm cool with 2, but I just need a little bit. I needed a little bit more fighting, per se. But again, I get why these episodes are necessary.
I will say, I don't think that we needed
them killing the village.
Well, I think we needed the killing the village. I think the village part is something that we needed. I don't think we needed the building a relationship with the family.
Yeah, exactly. Been talking about episode 15. Episode 15, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, I gave it no. And then when we started watching that, it's the intros for episodes 13, 14, 15 kind of threw me off altogether. When I got to 15 and was watching the intro, I was like, "Who the fuck is this family? When do we meet them, and why are they important?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I was sitting out. That's really what kind of threw me off. By the time I got to episode 15, I was like, I don't give a fuck about any of that.
Yeah.
Why is this necessary? Like, even after what happens, like the girl's talking to God, we're talking up to God. Who the fuck is this girl? I don't really care about her. You didn't give me anything about it. That she has no relation to anybody. Like, why is she important?
I think she's eventually going to be important, and I think what they're doing is
she better be, because that was a waste of time if not.
I think
I don't give a fuck about her family.
I personally think what they're going to do is I think they're going to do something. They're going to do something where I'm trying to think of how to explain it.
I don't know. All I know is that they definitely made me feel. They just try to make me feel bad about a family that I gave no fucks about, because I knew what type of people the goddamn Vikings were.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of one of those on-site type of.
Them niggas were running that thing. They were like when Askley was like, you don't have to worry about worry about winter or the rest of them. I was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I knew where that was going. I was like, I felt nothing in my heart.
Well,
I felt bad for the old lady.
Yeah.
When Askley built a relationship, not Askley, but Thorfinn built a relationship with that old lady, I felt more for them than that family, and that was a whole family and a whole village.
Well, see, my whole thing was that like I did feel something for the village, because I still have this.
I gotta find out the name of the characters.
I'm still trying to figure out where Askeladd is at. I guess.
What do you mean?
Is he a good guy? Is he not a good guy?
I think he's for Wales. Character. I'm looking up characters right now.
Well, yeah, no, he's definitely for Wales, because that they revealed that in episode 13. Like he's part of the he's part of like the King Artorias bloodline or whatever, or he's a descendant of King Artorias, and he's got people to like back him up, which I think is crazy. Which is, I think is fucking crazy, and it goes to show you how much like your word meant back in the day.
It meant so much,
because like you would say that like. I'm the descendant of such and such or whatever. And if you like, your only proof obviously is somebody else saying that, yeah, no, he's right. He's that nigga's son. I seen him come out of the womb and everything. And then just thinking about like how it is now, like how like, your word doesn't, I mean, it means something. Obviously it's supposed to mean something, but like we have better ways of like proving. We don't just go off the straight word anymore.
Bro, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? I'm trying to look up Askelade's second-hand guy.
Oh,
when he punched that mom.
I thought it was Bronze. It's not Bronze.
You sure it's gonna be?
Yeah, I thought it was.
All right, let me see. Then I'll go to the beats. Continue what you're saying.
Bjorn. It's Bjorn. It's Bjorn.
He punches that mom. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, he punched the
He punched the
shit out of her, bro. He punched the fucking shit out of her.
Overall, I really didn't like. It was again, the episodes weren't bad. They were just set pieces episodes, and then like you were saying with episode 15 with that intro right there, that really fucking like kind of took it out of it for me. Like I really didn't get. By that point, I was like, okay, now I'm just watching for story.
15 is definitely the weakest of the three. 15 is definitely the weakest of the. Not 15. 12. No, I mean not 12. Excuse me. 14. 14 is definitely the weakest of the three. 15 is where Ragnar dies.
Yeah. 15 is where Ragnar dies. 14. Okay.
14. Yeah.
Episode 14 is the weakest of the three. Then because I didn't give a fuck about that family, dude. I really did not.
But even the stuff with like Ragnar, right? Like I guess it's because it's one of those things where it's like I kind of feel like one of Askeladd's men. And where like I'm just supposed to trust where this man is going. Like obviously I know more than his men, but it's like he hasn't revealed his entire plan to anybody, so we don't really know his entire. Like we just know that he wants to kill the Danes.
Yeah,
he wants to kill the Danes. He wants to kill the English, and he wants to bring up the Welsh, right? But he wants to bring up the Welsh or whatever, But he hasn't really told us I guess he kind of has.
Briefly, he's told what
is the plan. The plan is kind of like to.
The plan at this point is to pretty much just be like
to get Canute to like
he wants the Canute king to be like, hey man, don't fuck with Wales. That's what he wants to get.
Yeah.
So that's why he's trying to get Prince Canute to be like, hey man, I'll
cool with him. Like he wants, I'm nice to you, whatever.
But yeah, so I guess at that point we can go ahead and just start talking about each episode.
I feel like we kind of already are.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Yeah, I think we kind of already are.
Fucking episode 13 was about what again? Episode 13. Again, dude, these episodes are like not as memorable at all.
No, 13 is where 12 ends with the ambush.
That's when you find out about fucking
Askeladd being the
Askeladd's like being Danish or secretly being Welsh or something like that.
Yeah, Welsh.
And being like, hey man, I'm trying to make sure that everyone gets home safe on this side of town, pretty much, for lack of better words. But yeah, man. Definitely. So the weaker three of all the sets we've had so far, I think it's my. How do I feel about 4? I'm trying to remember how I felt about 4, 5, and 6. This is the only issue with doing like this many episodes in between. This 24 episodes. I would say I'd probably put this.
4, 5, and 6 was True Warrior, Troll Sun, and The Journey Begins. I would say 4, 5, and 6 were better than these one.
What was 7, 8, 9?
7 and 8, 9 was Normandy, Beyond the Edge of the Sea, and the Battle of London Bridge. Battle of London Bridge has the fight with
Thorkel, when that nigga starts fucking people up.
Yeah, Thorkel, and Thorkel fights Thorfinn, and he's the fucking shit beat out of him.
Yeah, because 7, 8, 9 had fights all in each one, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I would say 13. As of right now, 13, 14, 15 have been the weakest of the entire, not trilogy, whatever the fuck we're in right now, of the 5 parts people. And we're gonna have the 5. We're 5 parts in. It's weakest of the 5.
But it's kind of like one of those things. It's one of those things where it's like, it's more setup, right? Like it's more. Yeah, it's more set up to like pay off later on. I definitely do think we should go into these next, like the rest of these episodes, not expecting as many fights, but paying more attention to how Askeladd's playing the game versus how he is, how he's playing the game versus like the actual like fights that are going to happen. I feel like the show is slowly going to become less about, which I kind of like, right? It's slowly becoming less about Thorfinn, and it's becoming more about like.
How the fuck give me a attach to Thorfinn like that then?
Because I think Thorfinn's your driving plot, right? Like we don't get to Askeladd's group if we don't have Thorfinn.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense. Wasn't really. And see, that was my issue. Like episode 14 had like basically none of the other group outside of like Bjorn coming in and punching the shit at the mom. And it really was nothing else.
Didn't you have the priest show up too? The priest came running in and he was like, "Yo, hey, yo."
Yeah, but like, I didn't really give a fuck about. I don't care about the priest.
You don't like the priest?
There's a lot of characters. How
do you feel about Ragnar? How'd you feel about Ragnar's death?
I didn't care when I kind of like at the end when he was like saying like, "Hey man," when he gave more intel on the prince, I was like, "Thanks, man. You finally did your finally came through and did something for us." Outside that, I really didn't give a fuck for the character.
Did you really like how'd you feel about that? Not twist.
but that reveal, I guess, is what it
The
would be.
reveal of him being
The reveal
yeah,
that that Swain was probably trying to kill.
Yeah, that was dope. I was not expecting that at all. I liked it. And that was what. That's why I enjoyed that episode. I enjoyed episode 15, and I'm excited to go into 16, 17, 18 because of the end of that. Because I'm like, oh, what's going to happen now? So it kind of was like a cliffhanger.
See, I think my. Go ahead, my bad. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, I really didn't have anything else to say. I thought, go ahead.
I'll say, like, don't get me wrong. The Ragnar death was sad, but I
never connected to.
I never believed in the Ganut and Ragnar relationship. Like, there was more to the Ganut and Ragnar relationship outside of.
Oh yeah.
You know, a person trying to protect his.
When you see him like running in the field, like the scene where they have fucking Ganut when he's a kid running in the field and everything like that.
Yeah.
Trying to make you feel like more bad for him.
Yeah, trying to make you feel like Ganut is not Ganut, but Ragnar is supposed to be Ganut's like surrogate father.
Mm-hmm.
And I just never got that. I never got that vibe the entire time.
They hinted at it, but it was never like something strong. It was a matter of just like he was kind of like, for lack of better words, he was a knight for him. He was someone who was like kind of protecting him. You know.
No, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong, but I mean, and to what I'm saying is that like that. It never felt like it was more. It was anything more than that, right? It always felt like he was just doing his duty, like he was just doing what he needed to do. It wasn't like.
At the end, they tried to make it seem like it was more than that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a show.
As he was dying, kind of like fucking Ranking of Kings.
No, I'm trying to think of a show that did it well.
Oh, okay. Seven Deadly Sins do it?
I guess, but I feel like it's a little unfair because Seven Deadly Sins we spent more time with Elizabeth and old boy Meliodas than we do with Ragnar and Ganut.
That's fair.
I feel like it was one of those things where as soon as we started seeing that side of him, he dies.
That's when he died. Yeah, that's fair.
And so it's like
that's definitely what happened.
How am I supposed to feel something?
Yeah, I didn't feel sad. These episodes, I didn't feel sadness. I don't know if that was the goal of these episodes for me at any point in time to feel sad for any of these characters. Yeah. All the people who die, and it could be just the fact that I'm now 12 episodes in watching Vikings kill people over and over again that I don't really care anymore. Yeah. I'm just not letting myself get attached to any character because they're killing people pretty fucking fast.
Yeah.
That I just don't care when someone dies in the series. It's like I knew immediately when when fucking Askeladd was like, we gotta take care of that other problem that we have. I was like,
I knew exactly who he was talking about killing.
I was like, they're definitely gonna kill Ragnar.
I thought he was about to kill both of them. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be Ragnar and it was going to be
But I was like, for sure. And then at that point, I was like, that's why I wasn't able to like really feel bad for him at all. I was like, he's dying for sure.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't really build a relationship with the dude.
I felt Ragnar was like fucking dumb for going along with him.
Exactly.
I felt like he was the biggest dumbass.
Why the fuck would you go with him? Yeah. And then episode 14, like I think the beginning of the episode was to build up emotional connection to those characters in that family, but like I didn't care about that. I just met them that episode. I met you guys for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You want me to care about somebody for 10 minutes? I get it's a family. I've seen so many families killed at this point.
What I do think is really cool though is I like how they do the thing with with explaining with how they explain Christianity to each other. In how like not ludicrous, but I guess ludicrous would be the right word. How ludicrous they make this concept. I love how like they're always trying to like make you question, does this really make sense?
Oh, for sure. Because like, how are you praying to a God when you're seeing all this go down?
Yeah. Like what makes that okay, right? And
I was sitting there and like, I thought old girl at the end of the episode was gonna be like, there is no God.
Oh yeah, towards the end of that episode.
I thought she was gonna sit there when she's looking out and she's gonna be like, no, there is no God. But she was like, you took my family with you. I was like, how the fuck did you come to that conclusion?
Well, because she felt bad for stealing that ring.
I know, but it's like.
Which I was also a little underwhelmed at the fact that like she legit just stole the ring and the ring wasn't like some secret like
love thing, and because I was like, it's ludicrous
Part
for
of you said that thing. I was like, is this a magical ring?
no, I didn't think magical with the ring, but I was like, part of me, I mean, not part of me, all of me was sitting there thinking like, this is ludicrous that you think you're going to hell
because you stole a ring.
Because you stole this ring.
Yeah. It's like, why does it really? I will say this. I think of this of a series. If I was ever to watch a series, like you put me back in English class and you told me to write about a series, I feel like I'd have a good time writing about this. Like if you break it up in 3 parts and everything like that, there's plenty to talk about.
Yeah,
plenty of plots to drive home, and again, a lot is said with a lot is told with a little bit said.
Yeah.
So,
but sometimes they need to sell a little bit more.
They do. They do
sell a little bit more,
and more about other things. A lot less about significant families. Because again, if that girl doesn't have any more besides telling on the Danes themselves or telling
I think she's gonna play another role. I think she's
fucking. That was a waste of fucking.
Because isn't she in the intro?
I can never get back. I don't think so. I don't know. That intro. I told you I watched it once. That intro was ass.
I think Canute and Askeladd are gonna die
by the end of this.
Yeah, I think they died like sometime soon.
No, there's no shot.
I think they do. I think Askeladd's gonna get in over his head because they keep They keep bringing home the point or banging home the point that
I don't think Askeladd dies anytime soon. Because once Askeladd dies, then Thorfinn just goes home and that's it.
I don't think Thorfinn's gonna go home. I don't think Thorfinn's gonna go home. I think Thorfinn's gonna be pissed that he. I think Thorfinn's gonna be pissed that he didn't kill him. I think somebody else is gonna kill him. He's going to be pissed that he didn't kill him. And so his grudge is going to transfer over to that person. I feel like he's gonna realize that he actually cared more about Askeladd than what he wanted to admit, and that's gonna be his, inner battle for a while. And then he's gonna want to go get revenge for Askeladd.
Maybe we'll see.
I think the revenge is gonna be on the current king, on Swain. I think it's gonna be on Swain.
That's a good connection. So I could see that happening. But yeah. I don't think that happens till the end. Like I said, I don't think that happens till the end of season 1. I don't think that happens like the next 3 episodes. I think Askeladd survives till the end of the season. Askeladd can do. They might die in episode like 24, but I think they're going to be here. Like die episode 23, 24, but I think they're going to be there till the end of the season.
Oh, that's fair.
But
that's fair.
Yeah. Overall, I would give this last few episodes probably like a good. They weren't bad. Not 2 thumbs up, but was it 1, 2, 3 thumbs up?
It's 2 thumbs up, 1 thumbs up.
I'll give it 1 thumbs up.
1 thumbs up.
1 thumbs up.
Okay. Yeah, I think the same. It's definitely 1 thumbs up. There wasn't anything super crazy to write home about.
Episode 14 really brings it down. I think personally.
Oh no, I think even if episode 14 was better, I still think this would be a one thumb up kind of episode. The Askeladd turn, like the twist, like while interesting,
I think the Askeladd what would help me if episode 14 was really good, and I can bring it with it too, is because Askeladd's twist of him being whales, and then the twist of the king trying to kill what's his name in episode 15. Those were good enough plot points where I could definitely enjoy watching them. But episode 14 legitimately brought me nothing. Like, I mean, outside of them being told on, and I didn't care. I don't give a fuck about the priest.
Yeah.
I didn't care about that whole fucking family.
Yeah.
I knew they were dying. I immediately knew they were dying. So there's no way they stay alive. Especially when I saw Bjorn walk in, I was like, they're for sure all dead. I was like, he's probably gonna kill them right now.
It's Bjorn, man. Bjorn's gonna kill everybody.
Bro. I was surprised that they even got that far to where he was able to bring him outside. I thought he was gonna just kill him in that house.
Yeah, I thought everybody was dead in the house. I didn't think
especially after he punched good God, he punched. If you guys want to watch somebody get punched in the face, go watch that.
You remember the part where they were killing all the English, right? Mm-hmm. And they were fucking like chopping them in fucking unison, bro. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, they just don't care. And I felt nothing for them. I felt nothing for any of those villagers. And I was like, oh man, I've become desensitized to this.
Yeah.
Granted, it's an anime, but like. Yeah.
That's Vinland Saga 13, 14, and 15. Of course, you can go check them out right now on both Amazon and on Netflix. Of course, the dub's available over on Netflix. Just go search up Vinland Saga. Let us know what you guys thought of it. Let's know what you guys thought of it, of the 13, 14, and 15. Or what are you, if you're watching the whole thing right now, if you've already watched the entire thing, let me know what you think of the entire show, right? Let us know what you think of everything.
We'll be back next week with 16, 17, and 18.
16, 17, 18.
Wow,
boss
we're
man.
almost in the home stretch. We're almost there.
Almost in the home stretch. We'll be on the home stretch, actually.
16, 17, 18?
Nah, you're right.
We're almost there, yeah.
We're around in third right now. Well, no, we're getting to third right now.
Yeah.
After 18, we'll be rounding home.
Yeah, because it would be what? 18, it'd be 19, 20, 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be right there. But yeah, we'll be back next week with 15 or 16, 17, 18. So definitely come back and hang out with us again. Of course, you can watch this live over on twitch.tv/regulargamingguys_. Or you can check it out later over on my camera just went in and came back out. Check it out later over on our VODs or over on YouTube. But until next time, guys.